Alright, hey guys, welcome back to Final Fantasy X. In the previous episode, we traveled to the Isle of Besaid, we met up with Waka, we joined his Blitzball team, and then we learned about the summoner Yuna, who is going out on a pilgrimage and going to each temple to unlock powerful creatures known as Aeons, and she wants to use those to defeat Sin. And we traveled to Kilika port. Unfortunately, Sin met us there, and Sin absolutely destroyed the port, and a lot of people just died. So that's where our story begins in this video. So kind of a more depressing tone at the start here.
Greetings. I am the summoner Yuna. I have come from the temple in Besaid.
Oh, milady summoner!
If there is no other summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending.
Thanks, BT.
Our loved ones. We feared they would become fiends.
Please, take me to them.
We'll go see what we can do to help in town.
So like I mentioned in a previous episode, the way death works in this world is a little different to our world. In this world, if your spirit isn't sent to the far plane, you basically become a fiend, and that's where all the monsters in the game come from. So if you have regrets in life, basically your spirit isn't able to move on to the afterlife, and you get stuck in this world, and eventually it turns into anger and you become a monster. And depending on how powerful you were in life depends on how powerful you are as a monster, and it's kind of an interesting concept, and that's where the creatures of the game come from. So there's not a whole lot we can do here, so we're going to go ahead and just go to the next cutscene. We're going to watch Yuna send the souls to the far plane, which is basically heaven.
What's ascending? Are we going somewhere?
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem? The dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate. Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living. Sad, isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
Summoners do this?
This will be one of the more memorable cutscenes of the game. If you can't tell, those are all caskets in the water. It's still amazing to me that this game was made in 2001. Even the cutscenes alone. Back then, technology wasn't nearly as great as it is today, especially 3D technology. So I remember being a kid and just thinking this was like totally amazing. There we go, she completed the sending. So now all those people won't become monsters or fiends.
It must be tough, being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way, until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
Until she defeats sin.
Oh.
Oh.
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time. Hmm?
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
So we took a nap. It's time to get out of here.
Hey, you awake? Captain Walker's waiting for you.
Alright, so I believe maybe in this house over here there's a child we can help out.
Huh? Whoa!
It's kind of funny that all the other people nearby weren't even watching. So by saving that child, she'll actually reward us, or her mother will reward us. So we travel back this way. We can go to the, I think it's the inn. I'm not entirely sure. Go inside here, or the bar. You're the one who saved my sister, right? And that treasure chest contains a token of my appreciation. Please accept my thanks. And we got an ether, which is used to restore mana. They're kind of rare throughout the game. And if we go around and talk to all the people, you'll see that some people are infected with a toxin and they kind of lost their memory, and other people are just devastated and very
Ah,
sad.
there you are. Be said, Aurochs, huddle. On to the temple, where we pray for victory. Go! High Summoner O'Holland used to live in the Kilika temple here. Yup, Lord O'Holland was once a great blitzer, you know.
Waka. Praying for victory's all good. But is this right?
Something wrong with enjoying blitzball?
Is this really the time?
This is the only time. The players fight with all their strength. The fans cheer for their favorite team. They forget pain, suffering. Only the game matters. That's why Blitz has been around for so long. At least that's what I think.
Whatever you say.
Let's play and win, right?
Right.
Temple's beyond the jungle there. Let's go.
So basically in this world, sin attacks so frequently, like every year or every 2 years, to the point where death isn't as meaningful as it might be in like the real world. So it's kind of interesting, their perception or how they think about death. So here is a merchant Kind of a weird merchant, honestly. And you can buy different equipment here. I don't think I really need anything, but if I wanted to purchase some more stuff, I could purchase like a Seeker Shield, perhaps. That'll give me plus 5% HP, so I'll go ahead and do that. And anything else? Not really worthwhile. So we're gonna go ahead and head to the forest. We're gonna go to, I think it's Kilika Temple. I think there's a couple items that I missed back there, but mostly just like potions and little stuff that's not really that important. So we're now in the forest. I'll go ahead and talk to them real quick.
What's up?
Yuna's saying she wants you with us.
Huh?
I want to ask you to be my guardian.
You know what? There's no time for jokes, yeah? He may be a blitzball whiz kid, but up against fiends, he's a newbie.
Not a guardian, then. I just want him nearby.
What?
What? What do you mean?
It's just that, well,
We're all going to the temple anyway. Can't this wait till later?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have...
There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm just not really sure what's going on.
My apologies.
Alright, so that's the first time Yuna asked to be a guardian.
Kimari, why don't you use Lancet on it?
What's a lancet?
Normally, it's a skill that weakens enemies and heals the user. But when a Ronso uses it, that Ronso can sometimes learn Fiend's abilities.
Hey, sounds cool.
So I just learned Seed Cannon. Let's go ahead and use Fire. So in this tutorial, it wants me to use my overdrive, which is Ronso Rage, and I'm able to learn abilities from various foes by using the Lancet ability, and the Seed Cannon will do like maybe 300-400 damage, which is pretty decent at this point in the game. I'm gonna go ahead and save that for later because there is a boss fight coming up soon that might be a little bit more useful than this little creature here that's about to die anyway. Alright, we should also level up our characters. And let's go ahead and read this glyph here. That's like an anagram, I believe. I'm not really sure what that says. But up here is an optional boss.
The fiend before us is Ochu, Lord of the Wood. We've had trouble with this one before. Remember, discretion is the better part of valor.
So you are able to defeat it at this point in the game, but this is a very, very difficult optional boss that I'm going to wait a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my Aeon Overdrive up with Yuna, with Valifor, and once I get that Overdrive, then I'll fight the boss. So meanwhile, I'll just go around and fight a couple enemies and level up a little bit. Yep. Alright, so now I should be ready to defeat the optional boss. I would think most players would skip this boss. Kind of a hard boss at the beginning of this game. So I'm gonna go ahead and use Cheer. This will raise my strength and give me some damage resistance. And let's go ahead and use the Overdrive Seed Cannon. It shouldn't do that much damage. Yeah, 365, not a big deal. And he just got poisoned, which is bad. We're gonna have to switch out to Yuna to heal him. Or I could use an antidote. Might be better just to use an antidote, honestly. I have so many cures poison. So can't really do much. We're just gonna attack. Could switch the Waka. Might do that on my next turn just because he's poisoned. So what I want to do is I want to get him down to about a little bit under like 2,500 health. Let's go ahead and do another. Should we do another cheer? Nah. Could use another antidote though. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit him. And we'll switch to Waka. I don't think he can be inflicted by darkness. Try it though. Now he's immune. Water is his strongest attack. As you saw there, it did almost 300 damage, which is a bit ridiculous. So I might have to heal up Tidus, which I'll do before the enemy's able to attack again. Actually, I might just switch to Yuna right now and summon Valifor. Actually, Tidus can attack one more time before the boss attacks. Should I do it now? Or should I wait? I'm gonna hit him one more time. And then we're gonna go ahead and switch to Yuna. And we will summon Valifor. So Valifor has his overdrive meter up already, so that's the first thing I'm gonna do is hit him with Energy Blast. Should do about 1,500 damage, maybe a little bit more. But from fighting this boss prior, once he drops below 2,000 health, he'll do a move called Earthquake that does a devastating amount of damage to all of my people on the field. But Valifor is flying, so Earthquake won't be able to hit him. So it's a perfect Aeon for this boss fight. And of course with Energy Blast, it should be fairly quick. Did about 1,500. Lord Ochu falls asleep. While he's asleep, he regenerates health, as you saw there. Holy crap. He just regenerated so much freaking health. That's not even fair. I'm gonna attack him with a melee attack to wake him up. Man, I wasn't expecting that, but he's gonna miss with the Earthquake because I'm flying. I'm immune, basically. But he can still hit me with water, which does quite a bit of damage. Hit him with another fire. And there's no way for me to heal, which really sucks. Go ahead and do Sonic Wings. Got another Overdrive. Might as well use it. Energy Blast. I was hoping to defeat this boss without losing Valifor, but that's alright. Ooh, I'm alive. Oh, I'm dead. I thought maybe, just maybe, you would hang on. But unfortunately, Valifor goes down. That's okay, we can always just regenerate him on a save sphere. But now we can finish him off. I'm pretty sure he has like no health left, 400. Oh, he has like 1 HP left. 1 HP. 1 HP warrior. Alright, so we defeated the rather difficult optional boss, at least at this point in the game. If you're not ready for it, you're certainly gonna die. And we got a MP Sphere and a new ball for Waka.
Whoa. A summoner and her guardians. Very impressive.
Sir, we should fight too.
We'll get our chance soon enough.
Young Crusaders gather around. We'll beat sin into the ground.
Alright, so we finished that, and I think if I talk to one of these people,
Do
he'll
your
give me
best, kid.
something. Got an elixir. Elixirs are very rare items.
After the tournament, you should join the Crusaders.
I should. Alright, so now it's time to travel through the forest and do a little bit of grinding and leveling up. Got a Lux Sphere from that chest. I think we're good enough to set off, so we're gonna go this way. And just to show you some of the creatures in this forest, there's this lizard creature, which is very similar to like the dog type creature, which you're supposed to kill with Tidus, and then Waka's supposed to kill the flying enemy, and then Lulu's supposed to take out the elemental. Basically like rock, paper, scissors type combat. every enemy in the game tends to have some sort of weakness in one way or another, and usually you have a character that can exploit that weakness. Okay, so I've made it to the end of the forest, and now we're about to fight another boss, another Sin Spawn boss, right up the staircase.
Oh, oh. These stone steps have a history, you know. Yep. Lord O'Holland trained here at his peak.
A race, huh? Think you can beat me?
You wanna race me up the stairs? Alright.
Yuna, if you would.
Ready?
Hey!
Ah, huh? Hey!
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and save here. Always gotta save before the boss fights. You never know, something could always go wrong.
Go!
Everyone, quick! Sin Spawn!
This boss is kind of interesting. He has a shell, and you can't hurt him until you defeat the tentacles on the side here. So we'll go ahead and attack those first. Let's see, how much health does it have? 297. I don't know how much damage Blue is going to be. I think she can do about 300 damage, so I'll throw the ball at the other one. Magic, and of course they're weak against fire, I believe. Actually... Yeah, the tentacles actually don't have a weakness, which is surprising. The main boss is weak against fire, but not the tentacles. Did not know that. So once we defeat, yep, that tentacle, the armor plating will come off, and we'll be able to take him out. Alright. So I might use Cheer here, just to give myself some damage resistance. And to improve the strength of Waka and Tidus. And we're going to go ahead and use Silence Attack. This will prevent the boss from casting spells.
My ball can't hurt it either. How about magic?
We're going to do another fire. Now it finally opens up. Oh my god, tentacle monster. Typical Japanese. Alright. He's not going to be able to do much though because he's silenced. Normally he's able to cast a couple spells that do hit rather hard. He still has a venom though. We'll do fire. So instead of using an antidote, I just want to show you guys that Yuna knows some spells. She can use Cure, and she also knows Esuna. Or Esuna? I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyways, this will cure basically all status ailments from my allies. You can also cast it on them, but I don't know why you want to do that. But that just saves an antidote. And you can continue bashing this creature. Yuna's turn again. We'll go switch to Tidus. So while it is turn-based, there is speed stats on each character. If you have a high speed stat, you're able to sometimes move twice in one turn. Kind of cool. Ouch. That did quite a bit of damage, but he's about to die, so we'll just finish him. There we go. Boss defeated. So I believe that's the last boss that'll be in this chapter of the game.
Yeesh.
Sorry about that. Hope to break you in a little slower.
Being a guardian's tiring.
You handle yourself pretty well. You got talent.
Hey. So, what are these sin spawn anyway?
Fiends. They fall from Sin's body and are left behind in its wake.
Leave him alone and Sin comes back for him. You gotta be quick.
That moment when Waka told me I had talent in battle, I think that was when I started seriously considering becoming a guardian.
I'm gonna be a guardian. Got another new weapon. Let's go ahead and check it out real quick. The Twilight Steel. It has Dark Touch. That's interesting. The sword we're using now has plus 5% strength, but having Dark Touch might be a nice touch because we can inflict darkness on enemies. Okay, so now we're heading off to the temple, and we're going to complete another trial. Another puzzle.
So, they got fiends in Xanarkand too.
Just a few. It's a big deal when one shows up, though. Hey, since when have you believed me about Xanarkand anyway?
I've been thinking. Maybe people Sin gets to don't die. Maybe Sin carries them through time. Like 1,000 years through time. And then one day, maybe they just pop back, see?
Amazing. Simply amazing. You make up one theory after another, refusing to face the simple truth. Sin didn't take Chapu anywhere. Sin crushed him and left him on the Jose shore. Your brother won't just pop back. Oh, and one more thing. No matter how much you want it, no one can take Chapu's place. No one can replace Sir Jekt, for that matter. And there's no replacement for Lord Braska, either. It's pointless to think about it. And sad.
So Lulu's pretty harsh.
I could never be what Chapu was. Well, stuff happens. Best not to worry.
Waka, Lulu, and Waka's brother, Chapu. Something had happened between them a long time ago. I was sure of it. Well, whatever it was none of my business, that's for sure. Best not to go there.
Alright, so this is the Kilika Temple. We're going to unlock a new Aeon. This is one of my favorite Aeons, Ifrit. Kind of like a hell demon. Okay, so I don't think there's too much to do here, so I'm just going to go ahead and head forward.
You here to pray for victory too?
Us? Pray? Who needs to pray? The Luca goers always win.
Oh yeah? Then why you here?
We've been praying for some competition this year.
So what's your goal this time? You gonna do your best again? Ha! It's too bad your best isn't good enough. Why even bother showing up?
This time, we play to win.
Ooh, play away. Just remember, even kids can play, boys.
See you in the finals!
So as you can tell,
We'll
those
beat them.
were the
We have to.
current champions
that
of the
team?
Blitzball tournament.
Putting people down. They're as bad as my old man.
But Sir Jekt was a kind and gentle man.
Well, not my Jekt.
Even 10 years after he left. Just thinking about my old man got me angry. But maybe that was just my way of keeping him... Nah.
So one thing I wanted to just quickly mention is I really love this backstory of 10 years ago. There was another group of people, your father, Yuna's father, and some other people that went on the same sort of pilgrimage to defeat Sin. It makes for an interesting story that could really make a great prequel to Final Fantasy X if Square Enix ever wanted to do so. I don't think too many people have played the game, so unfortunately that probably will never happen, but let's go ahead and complete this next trial. We're also going to meet another summoner, I believe, in this room. Let's go ahead and save real quick. Who's over here? No, okay. Let's talk to these people real quick.
Please, let Wakka's prayers be heard.
Lord O'Holland, guide our feet.
A summoner, are you?
My name is Yuna, from the Isle of Besaid.
Donna? So, you're High Summoner Braska's daughter. That's quite a name to live up to. My. And all these people are your guardians? My, what a rabble. As I recall, Lord Braska had only 2 guardians. Quality over quantity, my dear. Whatever were you thinking?
Oran and Jet were Braska's
I have need
guardians.
of only 1 guardian. Right, Bartello?
I only have as many guardians as there are people I can trust. I trust them all with my life. To have so many guardians is a joy and an honor. Even more so than being my father's daughter. Of course, I would never think of questioning your ways either. So, Lady Donna, I ask of you, please leave us in peace.
You do what you want, Bartello, we're leaving.
So later on, you fight off against
A guardian
Donna.
is someone a summoner can rely on. Someone she can trust with her life. I wondered, did Yuna feel that way about me? What's she smiling about?
Alright, so it's time to complete the next puzzle, next trial.
The faith is below. Let's do it.
The faith?
But first, the Cloister of Trials. Kamari, Wakka, ready?
What about
Strength,
me?
everyone.
No! Ah! Hey, what gives?
You're not a guardian yet.
We'll be back as soon as we can, okay?
Oh, sure, soon. Like tomorrow soon, I bet.
So I'll be going down there as well. Just gotta wait for the elevator to come back up. There we go.
Where's Yuna? Then why are you here?
Hey, I'm not a guardian, so I'm not supposed to go in, right?
Not a guardian, you say?
Hey, wait! Ah! Let me go! Go! Hey! What's the big idea?
Just a little game.
Gotta love Donna's outfit. Alright, down I go.
This is bad. Really bad.
So there's multiple summoners throughout Spira that try to take on Sin, basically. They all go on a pilgrimage, but not all of them make it to the end. So that was just another
Only
summoner.
Guardians allowed. And I'm sure no Guardian.
Or am I?
Well, I guess it's too late now.
This puzzle is actually quite confusing, especially the first time you play this game. I know the solution, but I just remember having trouble with it. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to put this in the doorway, and it will destroy the door. And we can go ahead and, I think we can put it back in the thing, yeah. And then, actually, wait a minute, nope, I'm doing this all wrong. I'm not very good at these puzzles. So we can take this sphere in here, and I believe we put this over here for now, just for safekeeping. Go ahead and take the glyph sphere out of here. Oops, nope. And then we put this here, I believe. Maybe not. Nope. Alright, I'm really bad at this. Alright, maybe I was supposed to put the destruction sphere in the door. I know how to do the final part, just this part, kind of odd. A glyph appears. I need to do the destruction sphere first. That's what I did wrong. I think I can put this back in here. And now, run back over here, get the glyph sphere. Put this in here. The glyph repels you. What? Oh wait, can I just touch it? Touch glyph. There we go. Alright, so in here, take this out of the wall. And we summon this. And that summons that there. And we're gonna go back into this room. I think I can go ahead and drop this sphere off. And then we take the glyph sphere, bring it back into the room, put it on the wall, opens a secret door, and then with this pedestal, with the fire gem inside, we push it forward, and then we push it to the right. Oops. And then we push it forward. This should destroy this. And there we go. Found a hidden area. And then here is the destruction sphere. So what we need to do is we need to drop down, pick up the Kilika sphere. And we're gonna take it to the doorway up here, and that will complete the trial. But of course, I'm trying to do the destruction sphere. So I'm gonna run back, get the destruction sphere, place it in the gem, or in the slot below, and that will complete the puzzle. And of course, like I said in the first temple, if you're able to do all the destruction sphere challenges in these puzzles, you're able to get a really, really strong Aeon at the end of the game. And you also get some pretty cool loot as well. Got a red armlet, and we completed that. Take the sphere out, and it should give us a sound. Victory! Also, I just wanted to check real quick what the red armlet does. I completely forgot. Wait, nope. Wait, red armlet. Fire ward, ice ward, and lightning ward. So it makes Kamari basically resistant against elemental attacks, which is actually a really nice item. And in we go to get our Aeon.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
It was Donna and that big musclehead man.
Yuna will be the one to suffer the consequences.
What consequences?
She could be excommunicated.
Excommunicated? I don't think that's gonna happen.
The chamber beyond is a sacred place. Only summoners may enter.
What? Even Guardians can't go?
It's taboo.
Oh.
Just wait.
So what's in there anyway?
The faith, remember?
Oh yeah, that thing, right.
The Faith are people who gave their lives to battle sin. Yevon took their souls, willingly given from their still living bodies.
Huh?
Now they live forever, trapped in statues. But when a summoner beckons, the souls of the Faith emerge once again. That's what we call an Aeon.
All that in this room? So what's Yuna doing in there?
She prays with all her heart for a way to defeat sin.
Okay. The time now? Nope.
Just wait.
What am I supposed to do? There we go.
There was something I didn't tell anyone else that day. That song we heard there, in the temple, I knew it from my childhood. It was proof that Spira and Xanarkin were connected. Somehow. At least to me it was. Maybe that's why suddenly, I felt like I just wanted to go home. I tried to say something to tell them, but the words wouldn't come.
Alright, so the second Aeon has been unlocked. Ifrit. And if you guys want just a quick recap there, basically there were people who were fighting sin, and Yevon had them give up their souls in order to be put into like sort of a stasis, and if summoners go to pray to their like, I don't even know how to describe it, their like souls, then the summoners will gain their power, and that's how they're able to summon the Aeons. Very bizarre concept, I know, but quite interesting at the same time. So I think that's pretty much everything there is to do here. So we're gonna go ahead and travel back to the docks.
I thought I had put my feelings for Xanarkin behind me. But they were there, and they grew inside me bigger and bigger, till I was just about ready to burst.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
What do you want to do?
To scream real loud?
Alright, so back to the docks we go. Okay, so now I'm back on the port, and we're gonna go ahead and set sail to Luca, to the Blitzball tournament. We're gonna get on a different ship, which should be back here.
Off to Luca at last. The matches start soon as we get there, so rest up on the way, yeah?
So while on the ship, there's a bunch of like optional cutscenes that we'll interact with, and you can also unlock the jet shot for Titus, one of his strongest abilities in the Blitzball game. And it's quite needed, honestly, if you want to win the tournament. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. You only have one chance to do it though. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and pick up the item here. Got another high potion. We'll leave the cabin, and we're gonna go talk to Owaka again.
They ask a fortune for rags in Besaid and Kilika. Well, me business is in shambles. What's an Owaka to do, I ask ye?
This is another chance
Mind
to
spotting me some gil again,
give
lad?
some more money to Owaka. I gave him 1,000 the first time. The next upgrade is 10,000, so there's really no point to give him any money here. So I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of here. Wait, can I not exit? There we go.
Yeah, should have expected as much.
Alright, I just wanted to show you guys that there is multiple chances to give Owaka money for his business empire. I'm gonna go ahead and go upwards and watch some cutscenes. Maybe up here.
Well, say something. You'll take responsibility.
Relax, he's bound to know someone in Luca.
And if not?
He could always join a blitz team. Anyhow, it's better than just leaving him in Besaid.
What? Just leaving him in Luca?
What do you want me to do?
Yuna wants to make him a guardian.
Oh, yeah, jeez. There's that too, eh?
And whose fault is that?
Not mine. It is mine, huh?
I think if I walk back up the stairs.
Why do you think
yeah.
she wants to make him a guardian anyway?
Because he's Sir Jack's son.
All right. Wait, you sure about that? He's really Sir Jack's son.
It's hard to say, but Yuna seems to believe so.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. That's all you have to say?
Well, yeah, I mean, he's got to decide for himself, yeah? Well, him and Yuna, I guess.
You're right, for once. I wonder which is best. Why don't you tell him he should?
Should what?
Become Yuna's guardian.
Why me?
Because Yuna can't.
Why not?
He hates his father. What he was, what he did. Do you really think she can possibly say to him, I want you to be my guardian, like your father was to mine?
And you're being oversensitive. All right, all right. I'll try talking to him after the tournament.
Be discreet.
I know. It's his decision.
So many
He doesn't like his
cutscenes.
father.
Apparently, he told Yuna as much.
Hating your own father, huh? Sounds like a luxury to me. I don't even remember my parents. Can't say how I feel about them.
I was 5 then, so I remember mine a little.
Damn it. Sin just takes everything away from us.
So we learned that Sin killed their parents. And I think that concludes these
I'm
optional
sorry.
cutscenes up here. Just wanted to get a little bit of lore. Now we're going to go up this way, and we're going to touch the splits ball. And we're going to learn how to do the jet shot.
Well, well. Trying to follow in my footsteps, are you? I usually charge for lessons, you know. That shot is done like this. You can't do it, kid. But don't worry, my boy. You're not the only one. No one else can do it. I'm the best.
Alright, the jet shot challenge. So we have to press various buttons at the same time. Plus X at the same time. When a memory appears in the upper left, press up, left, and X at the same time. Okay. Alright. So this mini game here is very easy to mess up.
You're out of your league. You can't do it. You're out of your league. You're out of your league. I'm the best. No one else. No one else. You're out of your league.
I think I did it. There we go. So you have to press those button combinations very quickly within a couple seconds, otherwise you miss it. And if you miss it, you're out of luck.
Yeah, right.
Whoa! What's that called?
Doesn't have a name. Anyone can do it if they try.
Show us one more time, yeah?
The famous jet shot. Alright, so now that that's completed, we'll talk to Yuna, and then we'll end up in Luca.
That was the jet shot, wasn't it?
How do you know that?
Sir Jack showed it to me when I was a child. He called it the Sublimely Magnificent Jet Shot Mark III.
Huh. Stupid name, huh? You know what? There is no Mark I or Mark II, you know? My old man said the name Mark III was just something to hook the crowd. He said they'd come back every night expecting to see Mark I and Mark II. And they really did come back. I used to get so mad. Is he alive, you think?
I don't know. But Sir Jack was my father's guardian.
So he's famous here, too?
Yes. So, if anything happened to him, I should think word would get around fast.
Uh-huh.
What would you do if you found him?
Who knows? I thought he died 10 years ago. Well... I'd probably just smack him one. After everything he put Mom and me through. And because he was famous, I was always... Well, you should know, Yuna.
Hmm?
Your father's famous too. Everyone in Spira knows him, right?
Hmm.
Ain't it tough?
It is hard to follow in his footsteps as a summoner.
Sure.
But the honor of having a father like him surpasses all that, I think.
Well, there wasn't much to honor about my old man, that's for sure.
You shouldn't say that about your father.
I got the right.
I guess you do.
Ow!
Show me that move again.
Yo!
So of course,
I didn't think my old man would come to Luca. He never did like watching other people play. But I couldn't help feeling something bad was gonna happen. And these feelings of mine are usually right. Sure, I had told Waka I'd help him win the tournament, but I wasn't sure I had it in me to play at all anymore.
Alright, so that's the end of this chapter, and when we wake up, we'll be in Luca, and that'll start the Blitzball tournament. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I just want to mention that Tidus is still sort of upset about his father because in his mind, he thinks Jet abandoned him and his mother 10 years ago, and he was also kind of a hard ass as well. And they were also talking about how it's hard to like live in their parents' shadows, basically, which is kind of a theme in real life as well. So that's the end of this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Next episode, we'll get to the Blitzball tournament, which will be kind of fun, and then we'll journey on from there. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.